What is up? Shop Talk Podcast. And once again, we are live from the workbench. Excuse me. Some Joel Embiid. I know, I could have done this podcast, 2 days ago. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little late. I know. I'll make it up to you. Should have something coming out. Another podcast coming out soon. This weekend, if not Monday. Maybe I'll get an off day. I don't know. And some people got to work around here. Okay? So, Jesus Christ. I hate when it clips out like that. So, anyways, I've got, what is this? Chicago Bulls versus 76ers. This is tonight, October 18th, 2018. And basically, I could have done this a couple days ago because of the Joel Embiid basically taking on everyone on the Sixers that want to ISO ball him. And if you don't know what that means, it just means one-on-one, basically. And you're either going to try to pull up and hit a three, maybe a mid-range, or you're going to drive to the hoop. And I get it that he wants to test out every single person on every, possession. So this is the new game. Preseason. It's not preseason. That game, basically where Jason Tatum versus Joel Embiid, that was a couple days ago, and that was the first, that was basically the first game of the season. So this is the second one for the 76ers. And I'll tell you what, I'm still banking on it. If you listen to this podcast before, I've already said it. Boston Celtics are going to the finals. I might have said they're going to win, or they're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they're going to win, okay? Hands down. Click, clack, get my gat, okay? So, I want to watch these highlights and see if Joel Embiid's going to do the same thing. And kind of. But I like it, though. The thing is, though, he talks so much shit on Twitter. And even to guys that he hasn't played against, like guys coming out of high school and everything. Or high school. Coming out of college, like Aiden, that plays for the Suns. The big man. And I'll tell you what. What's his name? Mamba? No, Mamba. The Black Mamba. No, Bamba for the Orlando Magic. He's going to be good. And excuse me, too, if, my sinuses or anything are running and I got to take a break because I just finished up 2 of 3 of the burger series for What's for Dinner. And yes, you can see those videos on YouTube and also on the iTunes Apple podcast as well. And the second one, and I'm just going to let the cat out the bag, it was just going to be the flamethrower burger. Well, now it is the Elon Musk, not a flamethrower burger, after talking to a couple people. So, yeah, basically that kind of cleared out my sinuses. You gotta check this video out. And the video before that, the 1 of 3, is the A1 steak burger. Yeah, overcooked it a little bit, but that's not the point. Just look at the ingredients. It's awesome. Now, again, these highlights are still gone. The Elon Musk, it's not a flamethrower burger. Of course, I have pickled jalapenos on it. It has jalapeno bacon. Also, the A1 burger, I did $85.15. I was going to get the sirloin burger, but I didn't. It's still Angus, so whatever. But that was also cooked in bacon fat. The Elon Musk burger is definitely cooked in the jalapeno bacon fat, and that's probably what gives it more of its spice. But I've got this sweet and spicy mustard that's on the bottom of it. And then what I did too with the mayo, I took 1 part Hellman's mayonnaise. Or you could use Duke's or whatever the hell you can, just some kind of name brand, good quality stuff with very little ingredients in it, and equal parts of this horseradish, creamy horseradish, I guess you called sauce, and mixed them together. Yeah, it's fucking killer. Oh, and pepper jack cheese. So you got to check it out. Uh, Again, that should be coming out this Sunday or next Monday. Hell, all I've got to do is edit it, and yeah. So, let's see, Sarge is lighting them up. Joel Embiid. I don't think the Chicago Bulls have an answer for him. But God, guys like that where they talk so much shit, you just love to watch them lose. And when Tatum dunked on him, my God, that made my day. And he really didn't dunk on him because the ball kind of either went through Joel Embiid's arms or it went around him or something. You could barely tell. But I love it that Tatum's winking back at him. What's Tatum? 19, 20 years old? I'd say he's a goddamn superstar. If you see him on the video games, they already got him rated like, at one point, I think I seen him rated at 89 on NBA 2K. Now, I don't have the game, so I don't know if off the top of my head, but I watch all these rebuilds and just be glad I don't have a game station because I'd probably be putting out shitty videos of that, of rebuilds. But, those guys got 40, 50,000 subscribers. So, anyways, he might be rated 87 or 89 in the game. Regardless, say he's rated at 87. Say he's rated at 86. He's maybe 20 years old. I'd say he's 20. But, yeah, I mean, who in that age is rated that high? Just imagine when he's like 23. Okay? And he's got a complete game all over the map. When I was talking about it with a guy, he's a few years younger than me. So he doesn't. I said, if you remember, and you probably don't because you're too young, when LeBron came in the game, and granted, I watched every single game that he has played for the Cavaliers, in a Cavaliers jersey, I should say. I watched every single game that he has played in a Cavaliers jersey. And I watched a couple last of his high school games. So when he came into the league for the first year or two, he did not have much of a shot. 3-point shot he did not have. He could hit them once in a blue moon, but he wasn't rated real well at shooting 3-point shots. Yeah, that's what it is. What it is, and this guy was making a comparison to Ben Simmons, which that's a pretty good comparison. Um, a lot of people forget LeBron was looked at more like a Magic Johnson or Oscar Robertson. He's going to be this triple-double machine, or he was this oversized point guard. And at times, his first season, they had him playing scoring guard, but if a lot of people remember, he was still the one to bring up the ball. Now, this is all before what they call today positionless basketball. Okay. And is it getting that way? A little bit. I do like when teams, it's more, before you knew who was running up the ball 10 years ago, maybe, no, it's been longer than that now. Hell, I don't know if LeBron's been in the league for 16 seasons or 15 seasons. I can't remember. But yeah, it was unheard of to have a guy walk up the ball so many times throughout a game. That was not the point guard. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, the game we're at, Philadelphia is 102. Chicago has 76. Okay, you know who's going to win this game. Doesn't matter. That's in the fourth quarter. This doesn't look as interesting as the highlights from the Boston Celtics 76ers, the season debut game. And I'm trying to find those again. Going through all this recommended shit. Yeah, here, I wanted to watch this. Casey Neistat, $10 million joke. Haven't had time to watch it. I usually listen to Bill Burr Monday, Thursdays. Not that I should be recommending any other podcast to watch or listen to. Sometimes he comes out with them late. Not this late. He'll do them from, he said, his apartment in New York. There you go. He's renting an apartment in New York. Yeah. I wonder if he ever gave it up, because he used to have an apartment in New York. Sure of it before he moved to L.A. I wonder if he kept it the whole time. But he fucked up and said it. You could tell. But yeah, he's getting older. He just probably didn't care. What does it matter? He won't say his brothers or how many brothers he has or siblings or sisters. What does it matter? Just finally came out and said that he worked for his father and the dentist. His dad was a dentist and he worked for him. I knew that he worked at a. I don't know. Fuck. It's too late. I gotta work tomorrow. Probably 12 hours. But yeah, he worked there. But he's mentioned that before, but he never said, I don't think, before, that it was his father that he worked for. Which I thought was pretty fucking cool. It makes sense. So, let me try to find these goddamn highlights. You know what? I'll be right back. Here we go. You gotta see, there's a clip of Elon, it's Sam Tripoli. And Sam Tripoli is talking about, if you don't know who that is, it's Punch Drunk Sports, Ari Shafir and Sam Tripoli and some other people. Anyways, they're mentioning how Elon Musk and what was the guy that was banned? I can't think. Alex Jones. How they're on the different ends of the spectrum, but they're all talking about the same thing, AI and blah 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 blah. So, but Alex Jones goes into this big long rant about all these different. I've watched it like 4 or 5 times. And again, some of his stuff I don't really care for because a lot of it is hate speech. But some of the stuff he's saying on there is just like fucking mind blowing. Let's see. We'll do some sound checks real quick.
Where's my cat?
We missed it. Whoops. Wrong one. There we go.
Who the fuck said that?
Okay.
Who's the slimy little communist shit?
It's not as loud as I like, but
down here who just signed his own death warrant.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I'll be right back in 1 second. Okay. Told you it'd only be a second. And of course it freezes up. So I got the highlights from Miami Heat, Washington. The Wizards pulled up. Full game. October 18th. But back to the Celtics. I'll tell you what. They're loaded up. Not only basically you got 3 small forwards playing out there, and that's what a lot of this game is coming down to. Yeah, you got Jaylen Brown, 6'7", 6'8". I'd say 6'7". Playing scoring guard. He's a scoring guard, yeah. He could play small forward. But then you have Tatum is probably naturally a small forward, and he's playing the power forward position. Again, this is positionless basketball. But you just look at their bench and they're loaded up. You got Scary Terry Rozier. You got one of the Morris twins, which he is a great player. I can't remember if that's Marcus or Markeith. I can't tell them apart. To be honest with you, I think they have the same tattoos. And at one point I thought one was better than the other. But now, of course, this is the Wizards right here, so just fucking freezing up. I should just move the other TV down here. That is a lot quicker than this one. But yeah. You gotta try, shit. I can't even fucking think straight. Oh, fuck it. Let's go to some clips. Well, anyways, I got another sample in mind. I haven't put it together yet. For the cooking videos, I want to get a lavalier mic. That costs money, people. And that's one thing I don't have. So, and then on top of that, God damn it. I'm trying to get these goddamn highlights. Let's see. Of course. Gotta get the fucking YouTube red. Get rid of these damn ads. Also, you have Jaylen Brown dunking over Joel Embiid. And then, okay, see that? It's like a bank shot went in. He's talking shit to Joel. I love it. I love it. I don't think they're going to show the highlight. That was a good first game, too. I mean, to actually, two teams really going at it. And then Joel and me, oh, it's not a rivalry. Usually we kick ass. Shut the fuck up, okay? You wish it was a rivalry. It won't be one until we can really contend with them. Here we go. Yeah, Gordon Hayward. I can fucking think of his name. Basically, big time. They're bringing back Kyrie. Kyrie wants to stay. Gordon Hayward, you could trade, but you don't need to. This isn't it, but Tatum just keeps going. And well, I love it because Joel and Embiid tried to single out each and every single player. And again, I've already said that. I'm just trying to get to the point where Tatum, because Jaylen Brown dunks over him, where he really doesn't dunk. Okay, the ball comes out of his hand. Joel makes it nearly impossible to dunk over him. He's 7-1, 7-2. And then you have Jaylen Brown kind of flips it around him, goes off the backboard and goes in. And I think it's very similar to the Tatum play, too. That's what I'm trying to get to. But, you got Horford. Yeah, he's older. God, he's such a fundamentally sound player. Can you imagine him playing with, like, the likes of Tim Duncan or somebody like that, for the Spurs? Not that Horford would ever been on the Spurs, but I think at one point when Horford played for the Hawks, they were playing him at the power forward position. Again, this is years ago, and the league has changed quite a bit. I also love it with the new rules about the shoes, and you have Scary Terriers. Here's kind of wearing these like red hot red and yellow shoes, and then you got Tatum wearing red and blue shoes, and then you also have Jaylen Brown's wearing one red shoe and one blue shoe almost. And then you have Marcus Smart wearing all green shoes. It's very contrasting, and you got to think too, if you could wear the other players' colors in some kind of way, when you're playing that fast, it's going to fuck with the other person's mind. Just a little bit. Not that they would pass it right to you or anything like that, but as you're running by or as you're getting the mix of, they might throw the ball a little off, if they're passing the ball. Let's see if we can't get to this clip of Tatum. I mean, how many fucking times I got to say it? Of course, I forgot about Baines. You got Baines off the bench. He's no slouch. That's another thing. The Cavs have got a real bad problem. And I love Kevin Love. Don't get me wrong. But when you got no inside presence on defense, and you don't, you have a lack of fucking effort on the defensive end. And I see this all the time, not just with the Cavs. I see it with many other teams. And a lot of the time, I hate to say it, it's older players. But Celtics have no shortage of fucking effort whatsoever. There's Marcus. There's one of the Morris twins hitting the three. I have to look this up. And I guarantee it's Marcus, and then Markieff is on the Wizards. But I could be completely wrong about that. I don't know. I'm backwards about it. And yeah, Embiid played a good game and everything, but how he went at every player, and every player pretty much challenged him, pretty much defeated him. I think it was a good, humbling experience. I don't think you'll see Embiid during the draft sending out tweets to guys that are just coming into the league talking shit to them. And I don't really think he should be. Welcome to the league. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till someone welcomes him to the fucking league. Let's see here. Where are we at? We're in the second. Okay, we're in the third. I don't know when it's coming. But yeah, so the Cavs, I don't even know how many points Sexton scored. I probably should have looked it up, but I don't think it was much. And Kevin Love's going to have a great year this year. Hopefully, what's the guy? Number one. You know his fucking name. It's too late for me to think. Rodney Hood. Hopefully Rodney Hood has a great year. And he probably will. My guess is he's going to average between 14 to 17 points a game for the year, for the season. Crispy Flakes, YouTube personality. He's does a lot of NBA rebuilds and stuff like that. 50,000 viewers. Maybe he might have more than that. He might have 100,000. I can't remember. Anyways, regardless of the point, he thinks that they're not going to go to the playoffs. I think they're very borderline. If they do get in, and maybe it's an 8 seed, but very borderline. They just need to either make some kind of trade or pick up some kind of free agent. There was a guy I looked up the other day. I was thinking about him. And it's not Terrence Ross. I'm going to have to fuck. I'm going to have to look it up. His first name's Terrence. You just type in Terrence, high flyer, NBA. Boom, he pops up. 6'6", I think he's like 220. High fucking flyer. He used to play for the Houston Rockets. Played for the Celtics at one point. Terrence Williams. Number 55. Not for every team, but for most teams. I hate to say it, but there's certain guys I would take a chance on, especially if I was a general manager. I mean, for one, a guy like that would want to come back to play in the NBA just because. Is he going to be that great of a scorer? Probably not. But if you pump him in there for 15 fucking minutes a game, maybe 20, maybe he gets 8, 10 points. That could be a game changer. I mean, a freak athlete. Look him up. NBA highlights. Terrence Williams. Guy jumps through the fucking roof. I guarantee he was probably in at least one dunk competition. Had to have been. If he wasn't, then he's robbed of it. So here we go. Where were we at? 8 minutes into the fourth. Again, what day was this? Was this the 16th? Let's see. Yeah, the 16th. 2 days ago. Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be 3 days ago. That's again. I need to get better on my times of putting this shit out. Boom. There goes Jaylen Brown. Joel Embiid falls on his butt. Let's see. Does it go around him? Okay, it kind of goes through his hands. But that was not really a dunk. He's okay. Okay, Joel Embiid and Tatum. He's testing Tatum. Tatum gets the shot over top of the key. Let's see here. I could have been sure that this happened later in the game. Tatum won. Maybe it was earlier in the game. Good for Embiid to test all these guys. I don't blame him. Yeah, it had to happen early in the game because I just seen Embiid pull up for a little oop. Not a oop, but you know what I mean. Gordon Hayward showing he can still shoot the three. There's certain players I'd take a big chance on. If I'm the Cavaliers or a team like the Pistons, there's a bunch of teams like that. Hell, I hate to say it. If I was the Cavaliers, and I've said it before, I've said it before. I would, try to get a guy back like Dion Waiters. You should have never lost him in the first place. The only reason we got rid of him was because of Kyrie Irving, and they thought, well, these two guys can't handle the ball. They need to handle the ball as they go. Fucking bullshit, okay? Oh, man. If we could have just got like a Trae Young in the draft, I mean, that would have been a game changer. I think they play Zizic a little too much. I know Thompson, if he would lose the girlfriend, lose the wife, or where the fuck she is, the Jenner, he'd get better. He was better before that. They were always, oh, he's got a great motor and blah, 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 blah. And back in the day when I used to still play 2K, I would always move Tristan Thompson to the 5, to the center position. I can barely fucking breathe. Oh, yeah. I can't hear it. Anyways, so I'd always move him to the 5, change his position. He was always listed as a power forward. I don't know. The guy's never going to get any better than what he was last year or the year before. Last year, they didn't play him enough. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, hold on a second. There we go. But yeah, last year they didn't play him enough. It was probably part of, I don't know. Maybe because it was LeBron James coaching the team, you know? That's another thing. David Blatt, they should never got rid of David Blatt and gone for Tyronn Lue. No way in hell. And then you could see in the last game that David Blatt was coaching, you had Tyronn Lue basically telling him what to do, and they were doing the hack-a-shack. I can't remember if it was on Jordan, DeAndre Jordan, but I'm pretty sure it was. That's another team. Fucking Mavericks look great. Doncic is a fucking beast. I like... excuse me. That's the jalapenos talking. I like them having Smith starting in the starting lineup too. Even though, what is he, 6'1", but he's a high flyer. And you only have so many years of that. But him with Doncic and then you got DeAndre Jordan, they're looking really good, you know. I think they'll be good in the West. And then you got all these people talking about the Showtime Lakers and whatever. I know the Lakers are going to cut LeBron's minutes a little bit. I do like what Magic Johnson said about, they got people that could break down other teams one-on-one and how every team is trying to beat the Golden State Warriors. And I mean, I get it. I totally get it. And he's right. They're one of the greatest teams in history. And he said all the right things. But I like what he said about breaking people down. If you've seen some of their preseason games, Lance Stevenson, he's got a hot hand right now. Even though he's like my fucking age. Actually, he's probably a couple of years younger. He's probably like 32. But, you got all these other players on there. And they got to, depending on who you start and you don't start, they got a solid team. KCP is no fucking joke. And they got him on the cheap. I would love for him to be on the Cavs. Let's just say that again. Guy plays fucking defense, can get his own shot. I remember him almost, or he did chase down LeBron when he played for the Pistons. He fucking blocked his shot. I also remember when LeBron did that to him too, though. But you got to remember, KCP is not as big or tall as LeBron. Fuck, I don't know what he did a year or two ago, but he was living in a goddamn halfway house or something to that effect, or a work release program where he'd have to go in between games, and he wasn't allowed to leave the state, so when they would go out of town and play on the road, he couldn't play. I don't know if it was an OMVI or what it was. It was something. But I don't give a shit. I wish he was on the Cavs, okay? And for the cheap. Because they're gonna need help. I mean, Cedi Osman's got a good shot and everything like that, but I mean, really? And then Sam Decker, Crispy Flakes made a comment about not playing J.R. Smith as much, and they're playing Sam Decker. Well, Sam Decker's like 6'8" or 6'9", but he plays like he's 6'6" or 6'7". He doesn't play like he's as big as what he really is, and all that shit's inflated, anyways. Maybe he is 6'6" in real life. 6'6" is pretty fucking tall. So Sam Decker's not a bad player. He's not a great player. I want to say he's not a bad player. He's solid. Okay? Just solid. I wouldn't say anything more. I wouldn't say he's good. I wouldn't say he's great. I'd say he's solid from what I've seen. And for what I've seen the last couple of years, in which that hasn't been a whole lot. So, do I think he's going to fill a void? No. He's a stand-in player. You got to remember, after they got rid of LeBron, after LeBron got rid of the Cavs, Luol Deng came in. Well, guess who went into play? And I've said this before on other podcasts. Guess who went into play when after the Miami Heat, after the debacle, after LeBron came back to the Cavs? Luol Deng. Okay, the Black Mamba, the Mamba. He retires. Guess who comes in to fill the void? Luol Deng. And now look where he's at. You got the freaking Minnesota fucking Bulls. The Minnesota Bulls. But yeah, that's another thing. You had Jimmy requested a fucking trade. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Should never requested a trade, I don't think. There was no team that had another asset. I don't know. When these guys talk to their fucking agents, I understand that he has the leverage because he's a great player. Come on. Stick it out one more season. We've all been there. We've all done it. We've all worked at some shitty fucking job we didn't like. Because it was a job. It was a job to do. And you did it the best that you could. Even though you probably didn't want to be there. But you still did it the best that you could. Other people, shitty people, they just do it. And they don't do it as good as they could. So, it is what it is. Okay? Let's see. I never did see that goddamn highlight. This one is, let's see here. Obviously, it's Golden State versus OKC. This is opening night. This is probably tonight. Or, by the time you hear this, yesterday. By the way, this will come out like 1 a.m. What can you do? I've got to work tomorrow, people. I've got like 12 hours to do. Is it your fault? Yes, it's your fault. Check me out at PayPal. Yeah. .me/live from the workbench. Yeah, we need all the help we can get. I would have a Patreon, which I do, but it's not all set up, and I think it's a little unnecessary at this time. See if this shit works.
Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here?
But the shit ain't free. And yeah, I've got to go to work. I hope you guys had a good work week, because mine's not fucking over yet. But it's my choice, so not everything's by choice. Life's about preparation and timing, and I didn't say this, but someone else said being in the right place at the right time, or being in the wrong place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys have a good work week. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Check me out at paypal.me/live from the workbench. And also check out my What's for Dinner cooking videos. It'll be 2 of 3 for the burger series. 3 of 3. This will be out in about 2 weeks from now, which I haven't recorded yet. But 2 of 3 I just recorded. So check it out. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a good work week. Thanks for listening.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Got me thinking, I remember the time.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Ain't no changing what's left.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Because we all race against death.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
Got me thinking, I remember the time.
Can it be that it was all so simple then?